Hey Vanya teachers, I wanted to show you a new discovery I've made in case it's helpful for your classes, or maybe you have people at home or people you know who might benefit from it. There's a new resource on the virtual library called Teen Book Cloud. So if you just go to the regular virtual library and you click on the little green button, Read, Watch, Learn, it'll take you here, and they've actually put all the ebook offerings on the side, so that's really helpful. There's lots that are designated for elementary, but there are two that are good for high school, with the possibility of capstone if you're doing maybe some nonfiction. So I wanted to show you Teen Book Cloud first, because what seems to be, and I haven't tested this out with a class yet, but it seems that these ebooks are unlimited, which would mean that you could do one of these texts as, say, a book club. So they have a ton of graphic novels, which is great for ESL and LEAP and anybody who's a visual thinker. There's some really great ones, and they're organized by teen or middle school. So, for example, just to show you what the quality looks like, if you go to the book, you can get a little summary of it and then go read online. They have an option to create favorites, so you can add your favorites in and maybe create kind of a reading list. But just to show you what it looks like, the image is really clear. Visuals are great, and you can scroll through as well as scroll over like this. They also have what's called advanced ebooks, which seems to be an ebook on which you can take notes. So here's an example of one for The Great Gatsby. And I believe these advanced ebooks are ones that are maybe not under the same copyright restrictions. So for example, in this advanced ebook, you can see you can go by chapter, you can change the size of the text, you can change the color, you can even take annotations and notes on it. So it's pretty cool. And in addition to these e-texts, they also have some resources for teachers. So for example, there's a comprehensive reading guide, including a 10-day lesson plan with handouts for The Great Gatsby. So I think if you kind of scroll around, you might find some great stuff just for teaching as well. They have fiction, nonfiction, and they also have drama and poetry. They also have some videos. It is definitely American, but there's a few history videos, some civics, and some science. And they also have some audiobooks. So whereas a lot of sites where you can borrow an ebook seems to be limited in the number, this site does not seem to be. Now that means that there aren't as many modern texts, but there definitely are some. I think there are some that are written maybe for this site itself. Going back to the virtual library, there are a few other places you can find some ebooks. Destiny Discover is one of them. And this one, there are limited copies, but it would work if you want to, say, assign independent novel reading. I wouldn't necessarily try it with book clubs, but there are some really modern, contemporary texts that are culturally responsive. This is a really popular one. You do need to sign in if you're going from a home computer, but you can just find those passwords on the TDSB Virtual Library website. Click on passwords and info, or if you go on the main page, there's an even bigger, more obvious link, and you can give students that password if they're logging in to get one of these Destiny Discover books. And it's great because they can search by subject. So for example, adventure fiction, and it gives them really good choices. And there are some that also come with audio, an audiobook. So those are really great places to send students, or if you want something to read or somebody that you know is doing some virtual reading, those are some great options. And I wanted to show you one more, which is Capstone. It is definitely more geared towards elementary. However, it might work for something like an ESL or a LEAP student, you can search by grade level as well as by reading level. So for example, 101 ways to get in shape, 101 ways to organize your life. These might be good options for like a GLE class or an ESL class. It's going to be a little bit easier.
Why should I want to get organized? Have you ever missed an event because you...
And as you can see, it comes with audio. So hopefully those are some useful resources for you or for your students, courtesy of the TDSB Virtual Library. Take care.